meteorologist.
Oh, yes, I'm still working on my Qdoba bowl. There are still people out there, right there at the spread.
We're still feeding them.
We're feeding the masses. Well, we should say Heather and Derek are feeding the masses. They're the ones that brought the spread.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Shout out to them again.
Wonderful.
By the way, now I got like the sampler deal. I was getting chicken, and then Heather said, you got to try that steak. The steak is so good. They got also...
However, they've also added shrimp to the menu. Just have done that. So if that's your thing, and especially for Mardi Gras food.
Oh, it works out great.
Or just whatever. I mean, just eat some Qdoba.
I'm going to put this bag off to the side. I've got to pry it away from me, but
I will
finish it off
and that
later.
Guacamole. Woo!
That guacamole is fresh. It's made fresh every day. And that's what I'm saying. When you get the sides over there, the good thing about it is you get it for free. I mean, it's like you just load up, and a lot of other places will say, oh, you want guacamole? Well, that's going to be an extra 50 cents. No, it's not that way. I mean, they give you extra.
They load you up.
Love it. You know what else I love? I love the fact it's February. See you January. There's the last one.
That's right.
Out with the old, in with the new. First day of February. Okay. Remember VHS cassette tapes?
Do I remember? I remember long back before that, my friend.
I was just talking yesterday about how fast certain things have come and gone.
Yes.
VHS cassette tapes is one of them. The lifespan of a VHS cassette tape, by the way, is 30 years. And I don't even think VHS cassette tapes lasted 30 years in the market, right? So if you have an old home movie from the 90s of weddings or vacations, a lot of people were using those back then, now is the time to look into digitizing them.
Oh, because they'll deteriorate.
Have you done that yet? Because
I've done some. I have done some. But think about how long I've been doing this 50 years.
Yeah.
So I've got the old reel to reel. I mean, I got it all. The old, tape. We should do film at 11. Film at 11 back in the day.
We used to have a film chain here at the station, but that was broken down a few years back. Which, to tell you the truth, you're right. Old home movies. People like say a family member dies, like a great grandmother or something like that. You go up there in their attic and you see like the home movies. It's like, if you could only transfer it. There's so few places now that have films. So
it's worth it. I've got so many. And
I know.
Tried to decide which ones I want to keep.
The history of Angie Humphrey.
Oh yeah, it's a long one.
Mine is a little sordid. Maybe I don't want to transfer mine.
Qdoba. It's just we're just in love with Qdoba.
Love Qdoba. I love this weather too. We've got ourselves some 50-degree temperatures headed our way. As we take a look at what's going on as far as the temperature right now, we're in the 40s here in Evansville. But we'll get there in the 50s soon enough. Our Heads Construction Tower cam shot, of course, looking down upon the strip in Henderson. You see downtown Evansville off in the distance there. Got a few more clouds in play right now. We'll see a few more clouds mixing in with the sunshine this afternoon. Look at all that traffic. It's teeming with traffic there on the east side. That's, of course, 66 and 69. No problems there, though. Looks like everything's flowing nicely. And, oh, there we go. Our Austin Homes camera, which is back online and looking good. Mix of sun and clouds out there. You can see a few more clouds have moved in. Had a beautiful blue sky to start the day out there. And now we're seeing them from our Austin Homes camera. A few more clouds in place. Same goes for USI, looking out toward the west. So, yeah, we know there could be a few more clouds, but the temperature's still going to continue to rise. Also helped by the fact that we got a south-southwest wind out there, and that wind is going to be kicking in at around 5 to 15 miles an hour. You can see the floodwater off basically the Twin Bridges. That's a look from Ellis Park. And yes, the lowland is flooding. I will say this, though. The Evansville gauge, though, is below flood stage. It should crest later today below flood stage by about 4 feet. So here's what it looks like along the Evansville riverfront. Is it just me, or does that barge look like it's cockeyed?
It's sideways, isn't it?
Is it going to be able to make it around this bend right here? I don't know if it's going to be able to make that turn, man. That's a long barge, man. Anyway, 47 degrees right now. We got a south-southwest wind at around 11 miles an hour. As we take a look at the temperatures across the board, got some 50s already out there. Love that. And keep in mind, the average high is 43 degrees, and we're bettering that today by better than 10. In fact, some locations about 15 degrees above the average. 51 right now in Princeton, 54 in Carmi, 53 in Morganfield, 52 Madisonville, 50 for Mama and Calhoun. It's 48 in Owensboro and 50 degrees right now in Tell City. If you're not in the 50s right now, you'll be in the 50s within the hour. Wind speed-wise, it's starting to pick up, but again, it's that warmer southwest wind. And you can see 10 to 12 miles an hour Carmi to Evansville, 14 miles an hour Henderson, 13 in Owensboro. So we have a bit of a wind chill out there for places that are below 50 degrees. You don't factor in the wind when you're talking about temperatures above 50 degrees, but still not too bad. As low as I see, 43 feels like temperature right now in Owensboro, 44 right now in Henderson. All right, the Ohio at Evansville, the river is on the rise. It's swollen. You can see a lot of debris in the river right now. Well, it is going to be cresting today, 37.5. So it's going to be about 4.5 feet below flood stage because the flood stage is 42, at least along the Evansville, downtown Evansville. And the Wabash at Mount Carmel should be cresting later on tonight, a little above 18 feet. The flood stage is 19, so it's going to be a little below flood stage there. Slow fall on the Green at Calhoun, which is already below flood stage. Same goes for the White at Petersburg, which is already a foot below flood stage. And the Little Wabash at Carmi should be cresting tonight a little over 26 feet, so a little under the flood stage there. Speaking of flooding, look at the flooding here at French Island where the river is over 40 feet. Now, I will say this, though. Even though we're not above flood stage at Evansville downtown, we are seeing it above flood stage in Newburgh. So by 2 feet plus, really. But it is going to be cresting today, too, so it's going to be on the fall. Billy Ward sent that great picture in there of the flooding at French Island. You saw that debris there with all those twigs. That's a sign that the river is rising. Anyway, live first morning Doppler radar not showing anything. We are seeing, though, on Storm Tracker, the clouds pushing in. A lot of these are high, thin clouds. The sun is going to have no trouble peering through. As we take a look at the bigger picture, you can see those clouds kind of moving in from the west. Got some breaks out there, too. Rain really not to be found. You're noticing a few showers up to the northwest of St. Louis. Got a cold front that's going to be moving in. As that front sinks in, it is going to be bringing us just a slight chance for rain, mainly to the southeast or southwest of Evansville later on tonight. Future Tracker shows that. You see more clouds in play this afternoon. Here comes some thicker clouds around 8, 9 o'clock tonight, and a few showers kind of drumming up. And we're going to be seeing that out of the picture, though, by daybreak tomorrow. So it's going to be while a lot of us sleep, and it's going to be less than 1/10 of an inch. So not a big deal. Might be a little damp when you wake up tomorrow. You can see more clouds in play tomorrow. We're still going to get some sunshine and a high tomorrow that is going to be back into the mid-50s. So no complaints there. High today, 57 degrees with that mix of sun and clouds. Pretty good wind out there from the south-southwest at 5 to 15, but that is going to warm us up on that 3-degree guarantee. Called for a high yesterday of 45. You know, if I'm going to miss it, I like to miss it on the low end. So I don't mind. It got up to 50 yesterday, and I was happy about it. So good. I hope I miss it today. I hope it's 5 degrees warmer than 57. I don't think it will be, but 57 for a high today, 55 tomorrow for Groundhog Day. And if there are any local groundhogs, should not see a shadow because we will have some clouds out there in the morning. Temperature stay in the 50s through the weekend. Do have a slight chance of rain on Sunday. You can see that. But it's going to be late in the day on Sunday, only a 15% shot, and then into early Monday. We clear out again on Monday, and even though we're cooling off next week, we're cooling off into the low 50s. That's still good.
Come on, February. Come on.
Yeah, none too soon.
I'm going to name a racehorse February.
I think we should. I'm loving February already. Lynn Basson, I love this shot here. Venus for the next few nights will be, or just next few mornings, will be the morning star. It's going to transition to the evening star, but you can see Venus over there in the corner closer to you. Look at that windmill right there. And of course, that's silhouetted up against that rising sun. We finally got to see a good sunrise this morning. Lynn Basson got that in Mount Vernon, so love it.
Thank
you, Lynn.
Venus. We'll be back with more lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.